Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 16th or 17th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. When you get videos from me, they're fresh, all right? They're fresh. So, if you do like my videos, like I say, I post several a day, but at least two. No matter what, I post at least two. One around 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time. And if you like to chat and hang out with other people, we'd love to have you in the 10:30 p.m. chat, because we have a lot of people in there. We just get in there and hang out. And so anyways, we're going to be trying to see what messages want to come out for the upcoming week. Okay. The upcoming week of November 17th to the 23rd. You know, we have a new moon in Scorpio this week. I think there's a grand triple trine. I'm going to put a link to Tania, Gabriel in the description box if you want to check that out. But we're going to see what wants to come out for you guys. But before I do start that, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thanks so much for being here and hanging out. So let's pull an angel card. Let's pull an angel card, and then we're going to get into some tea leaf, because tea leaf have a little bit of every situation. So anything that wants to come out. An angel card. Wow. There we go. That's the closest I can get. Wow. 994. 994. Really nothing wanted to come out. Now on the bottom we got passion. That might be something that's coming in. Follow your interest, but it talks about passion. Honor goals. All right. So passion and goals. I feel like, you know, you might be honest with yourself this week about a direction, because that new moon in Scorpio is very important. All right. And it has a lot to do with discovering the truth, discovering maybe the truth in something you're very, very passionate about. Okay. So pay attention to that. You might just feel like, hey, I really want to go do this. I want to try this. I want to have this experience, or I want to, you know, it's really being honest with yourself, and it's going to have a lot to do with your passion, your creativity, getting the messages. Okay. With that, I think that grand triple trine, you know, you're probably going to be, you know, really connected in that water energy, and you might even just get some sort of downloads. All right. So we're going to pull from the Tea Leaf Oracle anything for this week for Aquarius, November 17th through the 23rd, 2025. Love wants to come out. Good fortune, beetle. You could be seeing beetles or ladybugs. Okay. Grapes. Time to go out and have fun. Like I say, you know, you could just literally be following your passion, and there's good fortune. You could run into your destiny. You know what I mean? You could run into your destiny just by having some fun. And if you don't get out, you know, just do something that follows your passion. Even if you are, you know, I just heard homebound. If anyone's sort of homebound and for whatever reason, you know, sickness, got a cold, or just can't get out, try to do something that brings you absolute joy and pleasure. We have carriage and we have fair woman. All right. Fair woman meaning somebody with maybe light hair features or something like that, or light hair coloring. And journey. But it's the carriage, and it was reversed. Okay. Journey, physical or mental. So I do feel like there's a lot of luck on your side. I feel like the hardest part of some journey, okay, something that you have gone through, you know, that's what's leaving. That's what has been leaving. Let's just say it's gone. All right, let's just say it's gone. Whatever these troubles are, let's just focus on good fortune, okay, and having fun. Good fortune and having fun. And a good way to do that is just sort of imagine here in your heart and feel really, really good about it. Something that brings you joy, okay, whatever that is, anything you've gotten excited about, or something that you want to do, just feel that joy as if you're already experiencing it. And I feel like the opportunity to do that is going to happen. Now we have broken ring. It says parting ways, either in romance or business. And like I said, it's being completely honest might come about this week. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And I think she did say in her video, it could be a time where there are endings and beginnings, okay, in relationships. So I'm going to just leave that there. We're going to pull 9 cards, and then I'm going to clarify 9 cards. We're going to do the top row, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. Of course, Spirit always brings out what Spirit wants to bring out, okay? Whatever divine messages want to come out for you, but I am trying to channel here for this week. And regardless of what comes out here, I will put Tania Gabriel's link in the description box, or you can just go check her out or subscribe to her, whatever. I like it because she can give you a lot of information, and it's not a very long video either. So give me 9 cards. First 3 cards, the beginning of the week, second 3 cards, middle of the week, and the last 3 cards, the end of the week. Starting off with the 9 of Wands. That's a card of the Wounded Warrior, and then the 5 of Wands is in the reverse after that. Yeah, that's this right here. Definitely a journey, physical or mental. I feel like that's what's leaving, because we have broken. There's something that's just been too hard, all right? And keep in mind, you guys, this could also be someone in your energy field, all right? Especially if relationships are ending or beginning. This could be very hard. And it's like, if we're talking about whatever is being broken, all right, whatever is taking its toll on you, I think that's what you're going to be completely honest with yourself about. You're going to be like, you know, this has taken its toll. I'm just, I don't want to be in this energy anymore. Okay, I want a more peaceful life, because the 9 of Wands and that 5 of Wands reverse, that's just too much stress and chaos and conflict. It's just too much. It's too much. And here we have this Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy. You might want to see where Jupiter is. I know that there is, like I said, there's a lot going on the whole month of November, but definitely there's a lot going on this week. Okay. And we have death on the in the reverse, but it's here. There's something that's changing, and it has a lot to do with, I feel like, just being honest. And a lot of us, when we're in a difficult situation, we kind of feel like that's our only option and choice. And I'm telling you, I know what that's like, because I've been there, or I have been there, and it is a dangerous mindset. Okay, I probably held myself up longer than I needed to. Judgment in the reverse. So the beginning of the week is kind of looking like somebody making a decision. Okay, somebody's making a decision. Somebody's just tired of whatever this is. It's hard. 9 of Wands is hard. That's why it's a Wounded Warrior. It's hard for this person to walk with a crutch and with their arm in a sling and with all this shit in their path. Like, it's hard for this person. And then with the 5 of Wands next to it in the reverse, it's almost like saying, I should have never chose this path for myself, which for me feels very karmic, like somebody almost had to learn their self-worth or value. And that is what the beginning of the week is showing. Tell me about that 9 of Wands. Show me about that 9 of Wands for the first part of the week of November 17th through 23rd, the first part of the week. Broken. Ring. Ha ha. Wheel of Fortune. It's time. The Wheel of Fortune was on the bottom of the deck. It's time. Whatever this breakup or shakeup is that could happen this week, it's time. I heard it's long overdue. Long overdue. Yeah. Somebody could have been confused. We have a lot of swords here, okay, on the bottom of the deck. Somebody could have been confused, all right? Tell me about that 5 of Wands. in the reverse. And everything's going here. Somebody's making a very strong decision in the beginning of the week. I don't know if there's actually action behind it, but it's like, I'm done type of energy. It's like, I'm done. Yeah. Success, Six of Pentacles. It's sideways. It's like somebody is done of some sort of mediocre life. Maybe not even mediocre. And it's like somebody is making, it could be worse than mediocre. It's like somebody is just making a decision here. And it's going to look like, you know, I'm done with this. I'm done with this kind of life. I'm done with this kind of mess. I'm done with this kind of stress. I'm done with this kind of chaos. I'm done. This situation has beat me up, battered me up more than you probably care to admit. Two of Pentacles is a decision. Seven of Wands is in the reverse. Okay. This was really a lesson about boundaries for whoever needed to know that. This was a lesson about boundaries. You probably let somebody overstep, you know, beyond what they should have with you. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. People could have talked to you in a way you didn't deserve for a long time. Not value you, because this is about value here. We got value, not getting your valor, not getting your accolades. And you're done with that. You're like, you know what? This is what I decide. You don't want to ride with me. You don't want to roll with me. I ain't good enough for you. You treat me like this. Done. Done with people like that. Done with people like you. It could be all across the board. Whatever these relationships are that don't value you, who cares? It's kind of like that. You're gonna value you, because this stuff is long overdue. Let's get the middle of the week. It's like, it's almost like, you know, if you come to that sort of realization, you're like, I'm done with people overstepping their boundaries with me. I'm done with people treating me like a doormat. I'm done with people not recognizing the value. I mean, you're really done. And now's the time. And maybe that's when the universe sends something in. Got the Two of Blades right there. It's like, this is a final notice, all right? It says on there, it's a Two of Blades. But it's almost like, I feel like you're like, I don't want to hear it. I feel like you're like, I don't want to hear about, you know, because somebody might be really relying on you, somebody might be talking about, you know, using you as, you know, just someone to tell you all their problems or whatever. It's just, I feel like there's this energy of, I don't want to hear it. If I can do it, you can do it. Because this person here with the eyes closed, this person, you know, you see the chaos behind them? You see this? Somebody's done with this life. And they're like, you know what? I'm not the problem. I'm only the problem because I'm staying in it. So I'm contributing to the problem because I won't leave it. And it's like that. Whatever this environment is, you're done with it. And you decide that. So it could be, you know, with the Nine of Wands, the straw that broke the camel's back, as a paraphrase I was taught, a saying I was taught. Ten of Coins, yeah, reverse. It is so done. It's like you're just like, for some of you, I'm hearing when you leave your environment, you're so happy. And you know it. And it's like, if you just get on out somewhere this week, or get out of whatever is just bringing you all this damn stress, you realize it. It's like you just get away long enough to realize, I don't want to live my life the way I've been living it. Yeah, and you're done. You're done. And you don't want to hear it. Three of Coins in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse. You don't want to hear it from anybody. You're definitely not going to hear it from anybody who wants you to stay in that situation, okay? And if you don't have people around you, keep in mind, like, it doesn't have to be people in your literal environment. You, like, moving on metaphorically. This can be friends who use you. Like, they only come around when they need something, or they only talk to you when they need something. And it's like, I don't want to hear it. I've been through that and then some, and you don't hear me complaining about it. I picked myself up and got out of it. I just feel like you're done hearing excuses from somebody, or maybe multiple people. 5 of Wands. You might be tired of hearing excuses from a lot of people. It's not benefiting you. It's benefiting them, right? And it's not that. The thing is, somebody, yeah. Look, this is that Queen of Swords energy. You know, I feel like that's it. You're like, I'm done. It's done. I'm done. I'm telling you, I don't want to be living this way. I don't want friends like this aren't friends. Bosses like this aren't bosses. Okay? That's the sort of energy that's coming through. Tell me about that Two of Blades for the middle of the week. So I feel like the beginning of the week, you've already decided. The second part of the week, you're having these experiences because you're like, I just feel better when I'm not in this environment. So I feel like the second part of the week, you're doing things to be in a completely new experience, you know? Nature, maybe, but the heart of this is the Ten of Coins in the reverse, because it's depleting. Whatever situation you're moving away from, it's been sort of depleting your energy, your maybe even resources. I mean, it's like making you feel like you've been beat up enough and you're done. You're done. Tell me about that Two of Blades, and you don't want to hear it either. You've had enough. Yeah, yeah. See, this is the thing. You have held your tongue, or you have been patient, or whatever it is. You have held back long enough. We got the Four of Cups, which is a weird Four of Cups, but it's holding back. And you're just like, I'm done holding my tongue. I'm done holding my opinion. I'm done being the wounded warrior. I'm done. And I don't want to hear it. Four of Cups is also older tarot. It's luxury, okay? And I just feel like you're tired of someone holding you back, or something holding you back, whatever it is. Maybe you weren't even 100% sure. Oh, there's my stomach. Sorry. My stomach is growling. It sounds like a T-Rex. Sounds like I have a T-Rex in it. I fast for my videos. Tell me about that Ten of Coins in the reverse. Landed on this Two of Blades. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reverse. It looks like you're tired and you're not going to have anyone telling you something. There's something here about, you're also not going to be a bank for someone, all right? Ten of Pentacles reverse, Three of Pentacles reverse. You're done. You're done. If you've been having problems with money, it's almost like you're deciding to do something about it. And you don't want to hear anything from anybody when you start making that money, though. I can recognize this energy. I've experienced this energy. This is the energy of somebody who somebody made them feel less than, or poor, or whatever. Okay? And again, someone could have had bad opinions. It doesn't really matter. But when they see you doing good, and when they see that you are avoiding all of this, okay, chaos, destruction, stress, it's almost like when you're doing good, somebody wants a handout, somebody wants to get in your energy, Somebody wants to lock you down or keep you locked in because, you know, it could be somebody that's already here. But I feel like in the middle of the week, you're like, I don't want to hear anything. You're not going to keep me locked down, locked in. You're not going to keep me from living my life, my destiny. And also, I don't know why I'm thinking, like, nobody's going to be able to, like, threaten such a hard word, but, like, nobody is going to be able to make you feel guilty. No one's going to be able to guilt bait you or guilt trip you either, because that's how done you are. You really are. With whatever. I think it's several people. Tell me about that Page of Blades. Ooh, Six of Cups wants to come out. It fell out there. Six of Cups. The Prince of Wands. It's going to trigger somebody, okay, when you are doing this. With the Tower here and the Ten of Wands reverse. It's going to trigger somebody when you finally cut the cord. And this week could be a magical week where you're like, I'm cutting the cord. I'm done. I'm done. You're not going to penetrate my walls, my boundaries, push your agenda on me. No. You're not going to just come around when you need something either. So it's a lot of that energy. Okay? It's kind of that handout energy. Justice right here. Ace of Blades. Somebody's not going to like it. Yeah. But you're doing something for your peace. Okay? You literally could be moving. All right, you're doing something for your peace of mind, all right? And somebody is not going to like it. So the end of the week, we have the Hierophant. I feel like you're going to lock in and commit. We have the Ace of Cups, but it is in the reverse, all right? I think it could be this energy. And we have Queen of Cups sideways. And this is sideways on Page of Blades. Eight of Cups. Eight of Coins. Eight of Coins is sideways. Queen of Cups is sideways. This is the end of the week. And that's kind of how this is sort of, I'm going to clarify, but the end of the week is like somebody doesn't like what you're doing. All right. Somebody doesn't like what you're doing, but you're done. You're just done. You're done being a mat. You're done being the one everyone goes to when they need something, but doesn't come to when they don't need anything. You're done. And you're moving on to new joyful experiences. Tell me about the Hierophant. So right now I have the cards of Scorpio. Okay, we do have a new moon in Scorpio this week, I think on the 20th. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus. We have Pisces here with the Queen of Cups, or water energy. But remember, we have, I think, a triple water trine possibly happening this week. And Eight of Coins. And, you know, this it's important what's going on this week in the stars, because it seems like someone it's like easier for you to hone in on the truth of what it is that you really want for yourself, and on the truth of what you know needs to go. And it's really seeming like that succubus energy. And for some of you, it can be something you've been locked into, committed to, or a marriage. But we got the Tower here. I'm telling you, there's a Tower, and here's the Hierophant. Somebody could be making decisions in a relationship or a marriage, and there's some sort of Tower. Tell me about the Hierophant. But it could be a lesson. All right. So if somebody doesn't like a direction that you're going in, focusing on with that Eight of Pentacles, because with the Ace of Cups reverse, it's just not going to matter. I got the Knight of Discs here. It's long overdue. And so we got the Queen of Swords, and you're ready to use that sword. All right, but it's really for the succubus energy, whatever that is, whatever you feel is in your life sucking you dry. Whatever you feel is chaotic, just taking too much of your energy in a negative way, you're moving on. Period. And you decided, it seems, in the beginning of the week, if your life is great. No, that's not it. Some of you might literally have to move on because you can't live in the place anymore for whatever reasons. We got a building reverse and we got a 10 of coins reverse. It's like, I can't live here. But I really feel like if you can't live or work at a place anymore, it's too much stress and chaos. Like, I can't live in this place, this space, this community. I can't work here. I can't be around these people anymore. It's really that. And just determining that and making a move out of it. Tell me about the 8 of coins. No, tell me about the Ace of Cups. Prince of Cups. Get out there with your joy. That's what this says. Good fortune. This is the filmmaker, but the filmmaker makes films because they love making films. And that landed on good fortune. So get out there, do something that brings you joy. And it seems that those experiences you're going to want to thrive and flourish in. You're moving away from the chaotic energy, wherever it's at in your life. You just can't no more. And this new moon is helping you realize you want new experiences. Tell me about the 8 of coins. Maybe that's something about money or work. Improvement. Okay, so when it comes to money, coins, stability, your future, there is improvement. There is a recovery happening. But it's almost like you have to walk away from whatever this is. That's just, it's overdue. It's overdue to get away from that energy in 7 of Swords. And it's not any good for you. That 7 of Swords energy, this card says futility. It's just not good energy for you to be around anymore. It doesn't help your vibration. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. And right now, I mean, for you, it's like, that's the whole half the deck now. But here's what wants to come out. 2 of Cups. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. A lot of cards want to come out for that. I don't know why, but we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Whatever this is toward the end. And we have this Hierophant here again. If you're having a new commitment, all right, with somebody, whatever is the new is good. Okay? Whatever has been draining you, not respecting your boundaries, that's what it seems like you're moving away from. Whatever it is, it can be even neighbors. It's not always in a love relationship. It can be your children push your boundaries, or grandchildren. It can be your neighbors, your family members. It can be lovers and spouses. Like whoever has been pushing these boundaries, not respecting you, not valuing you, not giving your valor, that is what you're done with. You're absolutely done with that. But there is something that improves almost because you've decided that that can't be here anymore. That energy can't be here. You're releasing something, and the Tower is here. Whatever it is you're releasing doesn't want you to release it. And we got this High Priestess and this 7 of Cups. Okay, that's a lot of confusion, but it's also going on intuition. It's also Virgo, Pisces energy. I also have Scorpio, Aries here, Taurus here. Virgo a couple of times, Sagittarius, Scorpio a couple of times. So 4 Swords reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse again, and 9 of Cups reverse again. By the end of the week, it looks like you have dead set made some sort of decision to go in a new direction, because you are 100% that you cannot continue on this current path. If this is your reading, that's what it's going to feel like for you. So we're going to close out with a Moonology card. Let me know if you kind of like that. Because in the beginning of the week, it's like, I'm really tired of this. I'm really tired of this. It's the same old stuff. Day in, day out. It's not improving, and I don't want to continue like it. Middle of the week looks like some sort of action or verbal action, okay, behind it. And the end of the week, that's where the other somebody or people have issues with that. Okay, they have a tower over what you voice, say, or do. Anyways, not their life. We're going to close out with this Moonology card. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in your next video. Oh my, that hit the floor. It says a win-win. Outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in Libra, but we're having a new moon in Scorpio. So a win-win forecast. Just think about that. Just deciding, just the decision alone is a win for you, and everything else seems like it will transform. Anyway, guys, I love you. Have a great week, and namaste, my friends.